This is the liberty cry to call out and cry out to call of what Trump has been done and to the regime that everything he has done is illegal. So it's been a while since I've done a video because after this past Thursday, well, more specifically, the day before 9/11, we had a shooting over in Utah at a university. But it's weird though, isn't it? From a university? Well, as you all know, Charlie Kirk was assassinated, politically assassinated. So now we are in a very dangerous place because Charlie Kirk was a activist. Well, I wouldn't say activist, more for the Trump regime of MAGA. He was a voice for MAGA to do all the rallies and everything. Turning Point USA was his work. Unfortunately, he was shot during one of these rallies he did at a university he was doing, which he was known for. In a debate that he just, as pretty much what he was saying, tried to prove me wrong. Unfortunately, I can't say much about him because I never met him, never watched any of his videos. From what I've heard, he's not very nice, he's racist and everything else. So I don't listen to those types of rhetorics. I don't give people those today because they're just a waste of time. Even though I'm hearing them, I just don't like what they say. And it is sad to hear. Political violence has no place in it. We have to condemn this. This is condemnable. No political violence has no place in our states, and more specifically in the country. So why are we talking about this? Well, because not too long after, no thanks to Donald Trump, he went on an absolute rant of a tirade to blame the radical left lunatics. So as he puts it in his drumbeat of war against the far left, those who want peace, not war, even though a lot of the left-leaning Democrats said, no, we condemn this. You had former leaders condemning this. Unfortunately, it fell on deaf ears. Then, later on, you had Fox News, Jesse Waters, just banging away for the drums of war. Banging away that we are at war. What? You kidding me? Dude, we have not wanted war. We condemn this. And yet no one is listening. It is just them flexing, trying to own the libs. Trying to own us for just trying to tell them, like, hey, wait a minute. We're telling the truth that we didn't do this. We condemn this. Like, no, you did this. Like, we're going to get you. We're going to get you. And they're just flexing, fists up, honking at us like madmen. It's just sad to hear something like this. It's not something we want. We don't want violence. But unfortunately, after a while, when no thanks to Kash Patel's inappropriate of using the media to say, oh, we got him. No, they only had suspects that were not part of the investigation. So they were not the person of interest, as it is called. So he has botched this. Royally botched it so bad. It looks like a lot of the FBI field officers are not they're giving him flack now. So as this continued to find him, it only took like over 30 hours, no less than a day and a half. He was found because his family turned him in. And when the suspect was turned in, and when we found out who was the suspect looked like, the suspect was a white man, looked like about a young 20-year-old, because you're in a college. The shot came from a college student. Looked like it did. Unfortunately, when the whole thing was found out, we found out who his names, and I've said in a previous video, I will not mention names. I will not mention it, but you can go look on any other news podcasters or any other news media. They said the name, but I won't say it because he doesn't deserve the time of day anymore. Because once you do a violence like that, no, you're done. Because you don't deserve it anymore. You just did something that is inhumane. And unfortunately, he was from, guess what? A Republican family, middle class from Christian family, gun loving, and white, like always. And then when this was shown and all that, guess what? Crickets. Nothing. They didn't want to say anything to us about this. It's just, it's disheartening, and it's just insane what's going on here. It is so dangerous. For the fiery rhetorics that both Trump and Jesse Watters have just blamed us for no evidence, no facts, all just absolute unwanted non-facts, non-truths, no evidence to prove. Now, when there were evidence to prove that was from our side, we condemned it immediately. You could look it up. We condemned it. And if you look back on it, we had leaders condemning this. Our former president said, this is not what we want. This is not our country. We condemned this. They outright, even governors, from Governors Gavin Newsom, everyone else. So now we have a president who just does not care that he was wrong. He just says, no. He just doesn't deny. He just denies. That's it. So now it's just disheartening. It's hard to put into words to how absolutely inappropriate that was. We are all terrified as is after the whole thing will happen with January 6th. Yes, he started it. No matter what, he won't say anything about it. They all denied it. It's a far left conspiracy theory. Conspiracy hoax. No. Far left idea. No. For the far left, such as myself, I'm an independent, but I lean democratically, is that I want health care, I want appropriate wages, workers' rights, women's rights, and for the transgender community, the LGBTQ plus community, to be left alone and have the same rights as us. And I would love to have immigrants to come in and better our society. And you can hear it in Ronald Reagan's speech. You could look it up. He talks about that in his speech of like, we welcome you in with open arms. And read the poem of the New Colossus that is on the Statue of Liberty. It talks about it. Give me your tired, give me your poor, give me your weary, and I will give them liberty. Paraphrasing there. So when you have that, and then you have crickets, nothing from the right. And yet, when you look at the receipts, the facts, all political violence has been none other than far-right lunatics who don't know, who just are angry and want to own the libs. So, with that being said, they just don't care. And now Donald Trump in Fox News Morning pretty much told the people, saying, oh, I'm not going to just go to Democratic cities or states. He's going to Tennessee, a Republican state, a red state. Red state, why is he going there? More specifically, a blue state, more a blue city in Memphis. And the mayor does not want it, even though when you look at it, it has the highest crime rate in any of the other states, which is insane. But they just want to own the libs. That's all they want to do. So it's hard to have a conversation when they're just flexing and ready to scream and yell at us for anything we do wrong. Take Joe Biden. Yes, he was old. Yes, he was aging before us. It's not that hard to see. Yes, it was hard, but he was the right guy for us, and he did do good things. In his 4 years, he did more for us, the middle-class workers, that he supported. And it showed all of a sudden, like, wait a minute, jobs were up. Everything was up. Just the wages weren't. That was the only thing he couldn't get done. So there we go. Just the wages. But 2 out of 3 ain't too bad. But I would rather for him have all 3 when we have a living wage. So now Donald Trump is now go over to Tennessee to try to own the libs there, send the National Guard, even though the mayor says no, but he has a Republican governor, unfortunately, who is all for it. All, yep, we'll take that. Yes, we'll take those. That will help us. That will help us on the libs. Like, no, it's just that, and it's hard. This is getting insane. So now we have to be careful. The fiery rhetorics, that it has to stop. Even Democrats and even the Republicans are scared. They're all scared now. We're all scared, and there's no proper leadership. So now we have to contend to do it ourselves, to comfort each other. Hence what we did for 9/11. 9/11 was the only time when all of Americans came together to support each other, that we are not divided. We are united because we are citizens and we are Americans. And for those who come here to live that American dream, they come from places that don't have it, that have violence, that has political upheaval from wars, such as what's going on in Ukraine, when the Ukrainian woman getting stabbed by a mentally disturbed patient. And let me add this, I forgot that our healthcare, the Affordable Care Act, is going to expire this year. So now we got to contend with that. And it looks like the Democrats are going to put their foot down to try to make a deal saying, hey, if you don't support this bill we did, the Affordable Care Act, we're going to have a shutdown from the looks of it. That's speculation. We are going to be in a shutdown. So now Republicans are scrambling. They don't know what to do. They're trying to figure out how to be safe, while we're going to be hanging in the wind when the whole thing shuts down. And when that does, it's their fault for the economy because of all the tariffs, illegal tariffs and everything. So yeah, it's coming. The whole thing, they're starting to feel the pressure. And they're not liking it. Well, tough shit. This is your fault. This is Trump's economy. The Republican majority who's in Congress is the Republican Congress is economy, bleh, still can't talk straight. So now, here we are. And what do? Well, we stand up, stand out, call out, and cry out to the injustices that has been done to us. They are not for us. They are for themselves. It's me, myself, and I. Not we the people, for the people, and us the people. So now we got to fight every day to stop this. So thank you for watching. Continue to subscribe, whatever you do. Just like this video, send it, share it, do whatever you want. I don't care. Leave a comment. I'll read it, but I won't do anything serious. But thank you for watching, and continue to fight. With the Constitution on our side, we can do just about anything within the law. Thank you.